we always recommend fewer clothes, more underwear, like a lot of underwear.
Hold up.
Hey pairs, thanks for watching. In this video I'm going to talk to you about some of the best minimalist tips and tricks that Edwina and I have learned over our time travelling and being au pairs. These tips are best for when you're travelling or when you're first moving to a place, whereas we probably don't advocate minimalism when you actually arrive and are living in a place for a year. We like to collect odd bits that make us feel comfortable and cozy, like picture frames, pictures, plants, knickknacks, that kind of thing. But when we're traveling or when we're moving, we are definitely minimalists. Tip number one is to buy a bag that fits everything that you need, but not everything that you want. So don't take a huge suitcase with you. Take a backpack that fits comfortably on your back, that you would be happy to walk around a city with if you were forced to. Hopefully you can find a locker to put it away, but that you can fit like your laptop, clothes, underwear, that kind of thing, without having to take like 4 pairs of shoes. I have an Osprey, which I absolutely adore. It's traveled everywhere with me and I take it every time I go anywhere. Like, it's just the best. It's a great overnight bag, but it's also fantastic for traveling around Asia or Europe or America. It literally came with me wherever I went, so I would recommend Osprey for sure. Tip number 2 is to pick one outfit that is your cartoon character outfit. For example, you wear it all the time, you're happy to wear it to a kind of casual restaurant, but also to do sightseeing all day. Pick something that is maybe long trousers, a nice t-shirt or shirt that you like, and maybe another layer to keep you warm. So like these versatile fabrics are super great for minimalist traveling. This is actually a jumper that I bought in France and wear literally all the time. One of my friends laughs at me whenever he sees me because I'm pretty much always wearing it, and that's how I got the idea of a cartoon character outfit. Edwina and I aren't really that bothered by clothes, as you can tell from some of the videos that we've made in the past. We look back and we're like, what were we wearing? Like, who did we get that from? Like, where did we find those random things? But I think this is a great minimalist hack and good for the planet. It's sustainable. Tip number 3 off the back of that one is definitely to bring lots and lots and lots of underwear. So Edwina and I have talked about this, I think, in the packing for moving abroad video, and we always recommend fewer clothes, more underwear, like a lot of underwear. It sounds really ridiculous, but when you're traveling or when you're first moving to a place, you don't really know the situation with laundry yet. So even though you want to wash your clothes as often as you can, it's not as gross as having like underwear that you maybe can't wash like at all. So for a couple of weeks. So definitely have about 2 or 3 weeks, probably 2 weeks worth of underwear when you first move anywhere or when you're traveling. Tip number 4 is packing cubes. This is just the best way to keep your luggage down. So I would definitely say getting like 2 or 3 packing cubes, one for maybe shoes, one for clothes, one for other items. So like, yeah, 3 packing cubes, and then whatever you can fit in there, which is probably more than you would expect, is all you're taking with you. I guess this is separate from having a small backpack because it means that you can fit more in, be more neat and organised, take as much as you need, but again, not too much. Okay, a tip for when you first move abroad is to not pack toiletries. Edwina and I both did this. We literally took like our favourite shampoo, our favourite conditioner, our favourite moisturiser, because we were thinking, you know, what if I can't get this in France? But honestly, anywhere you go in the world now, sadly or happily, however you want to look at it, you can get your favourite products and brands, and even if you can't, you can probably ship them to you if you're moving to a new place. Like, you literally don't need to pack like loads of toiletries. Something I would definitely recommend is the little shampoo bars. Once you found a brand that you really like, those are so great for traveling because they're small, they fit in your backpack, they make your hair feel nice if you get the right one. I had a Lush one for a while, which was really great, and yeah, it's super easy so long as you make sure that you let it dry out fully and not put it in the tin when it's all sopping and wet. it'll last you for ages. Okay, next up is a Kindle. If you've watched our video, or my video, about my favourite books, then you'll know how much I love reading, and travelling and being on the go is great for, it's like the whole reason you should buy a Kindle. When I travelled around Asia with Edwina, I actually just took one massive book, which was about 900 pages. I loved it. It's called Shantaram, but I wouldn't recommend that because it was really heavy. It was kind of annoying to have to pull out whenever I was on a boat or a plane or a train. Yeah, it was just bulky. Whereas on a Kindle, it's nice and small. It's really like easy to carry around, put it in your back pocket. Maybe don't choose Kindle, go with like an Amazon alternative, but I just happen to have a Kindle. A Kindle is the best way to read while you're stuck on a plane, stuck on a train, if you're delayed. It's the best. Another clothing recommendation I would say is to have one versatile jacket. One jacket that you think looks smart, so you can go to fancier places, but is also maybe waterproof, so you can go hiking in it. This is something that I actually bought a versatile jacket quite late in the game, and I've worn it probably every single day for the last 3 years. However, because I bought it in a closing down sale, it is bright green. You've probably seen the pictures of me wearing it dotting around our Instagram, and I honestly love it. It's Barbour, so it feels really good quality. I got it for like a third of the price, and it's just the best jacket ever. People, again, my friend that laughs at me for wearing this also laughs at me for wearing that, because that is also part of my cartoon character outfit. It's the best. I definitely recommend having a versatile jacket, but maybe get one that packs up smaller, because this one is not packing up into anything. My final tip is something that Edwina always laughs at me for. When we went to Asia together, I was just super into like random gadgets and like looking up what I should be taking. It was like the first trip I'd ever been on, so I was really, or like the first big trip I'd ever been on, so I was really excited. And I ended up just buying like the most random stuff. Like I bought a mosquito net, which I literally never ever use. Like if you're going into like the forest, the jungle, maybe you'll need a mosquito net, but not if you're like staying with friends or, you know, in someone's house. Like you definitely don't need a mosquito net. And Edwina just laughed at me so much for that, because I carried it all around Asia with me and never used it once. Another thing I think I took was like water dissolving, like tablets that clean water. Also didn't need it. We had clean water everywhere we went. That was absolutely ridiculous, but I was just so excited to go on this like trip and, you know, be really prepared. And at the end of the day, the one thing I probably needed, which I didn't have, was versatile trainers. I think I wore, or versatile shoes. I think I wore white trainers every single day, rather than like a shoe that could help me walk for miles and then also like be clean enough to go for a meal. You know, shoes would have been much better than a mosquito net that I never used. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below anything that you would recommend for being a savvy minimalist traveller, and also let me know if any of those things are absolutely ridiculous and you completely disagree. I would love to hear your opinions. And yeah, please like and subscribe, we really appreciate that, and we'll see you soon. Ciao!